do cats always avoid to use their back to touch the ground? Yes, if you have a cat, you can try it. You will discover that your cat will avoid using its dorsal part, its backbone, its back to touch the ground. So what is the reason behind it? Is there any myth? Is there any something mysterious? No, it is simply because they have what we call the vestibular system. This vestibular system is the one that is maintaining the balance, the posture of cats whenever they are trying to use their backbone to touch the ground, simply because their spine is very, very flexible and fragile. So if they mistakenly use their back to hit the ground, their backbone can easily break. So nature have designed it for them to have a vestibular system. Yes, this vestibular system is part of their brain and also part of their ear that regulates posture and balance. So even if you try to force them, they will still recreate themselves to ensure that they use their forepaws to touch the ground. They will still ensure to make use of their paws to touch the ground, because the shock they will receive if you throw them from a high-rise building or they fall from a particular place that is taller to the ground. So they will still ensure to make use of their paw to touch the ground because of the shock they will receive. It is easy for their paw to absorb shock than their backbone. So nature have really, really designed the cats to be able to turn in the mid-air in order to avoid their backbone from hitting the ground. What do you now discover? It is a means of survival. Yes, that's one of the survival mechanisms that nature inbuilt in cats. It is inbuilt. It is natural inbuilt. So you might have been wondering that why is it that cats always refuse to use their back to hit the ground? It is not because they do it for fun. Yes, they don't do it for fun. It is simply because they have to avoid their back to hit the ground. Their backbone is very, very fragile and flexible, to the extent that if care is not taken, if you force them to use their back to touch the ground, they will be ready to fight you. The cat will be ready to fight you. So how does the process happen? In the mid-air, their first half of the body, that is the cranial part, it is going to turn to the right, while the half part of their body, that is the caudal part, it is going to turn in left direction. Do you understand? So that is what we call towel rotating. Yes, towel rotating motion. All this mechanism is just to prevent them from what? From getting harm. It is just to prevent